And welcome, all of Juarez, Ranslinger. So, what did we do last time? Last time, went through dances with renegades, and we had a rather peculiar experience with Grey Wolf, who apparently told us that we would have a great big fight in that location later on. And now we'll move on to episode 6, the Dalton brothers. They call me Bounty Hunter.
Thank you, Darlin. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
And how drunk you are.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They
Getting the feeling that
tend
Jack
to
doesn't like
exaggerate.
Silas.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Ah, this one!
Well, I was there
Yes,
in the flesh,
I know
boy,
this
so
one.
I saw what happened firsthand.
This is an interesting one, where they definitely get maximum value for their
Those Daltons
usage.
were lawmen once,
for their
before
assets,
they
yeah.
all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory, until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right.
I did my best, sir. We all did.
I'm gonna
It
edit
was
that
early
out.
morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith,
Okay.
and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take
Let's
one.
grab
You see, the
rifle.
Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks
back
on
here.
the same damn street.
Yeah, the Dalton's not the cleverest.
Story was Bob Dalton's
of
girl
peeps.
was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows.
Very
They
quick
had it
mission.
coming.
Very,
There's more to
very
it than
simple.
that.
Straight
I
away
read all
done.
about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently.
Right, you read about the day,
First of all,
so you know it was totally
time and
different from
a
the
posse
way
of US
the guy
Deputy
that just
Marshal
said
on
he
the
was
rooftop
literally
across the
there.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker. This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. They met an adversary that day who had no fear and offered them no quarter. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait till some of the bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns.
I like just how worshipful Dwight's
So he
story
went in
is.
there alone to confront those criminals.
And of course, right here, not only there isn't a plank in the way
One
of
the
that
marshals
scene,
shouted,
but
"Where are you
you
going?
know, it's like,
Are you crazy?"
this has been away, like you've been here long enough,
But he paid him no mind.
now you can
He saw a way to
actually
get
head
around
along,
to the back of the bank.
get things done.
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
Gotta go up, we got the nice bits of red
A
wood
moment
to
later, he was
point
climbing
out
up
the
a
path
steep
you meant to
ladder,
take.
laughing at danger as he did.
Yes, because that's exactly how people behave. Dwight, come on.
Brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
And do things like that.
We've got company.
Wow.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim
The
Boone,
patriarch.
Davy
Where the heck
Crockett,
are we meant to
who
go?
died defending the Alamo.
Oh, there.
Is that
There's
Silas
2 doors
Reeves?
in that direction.
Son of a bitch! You rule the day.
Whoop.
I'm sorry, son of a...
And
Over
then...
there!
Whoops. Press the wrong key. Fortunately, that's the easiest of them. Swap back to this and break the door.
Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Oh, seriously? Fine. Whatever.
He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Oh, no. Actually, he got shot in the head repeatedly. Because he was able to shoot frickin' walls. I mean, metal grills. Rather than heads.
Over there!
Oh, wow. That time I was just too slow.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell? Okay, now you're really pissing me
And I like how this scene is exactly the
His
same.
name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man
And of
standing.
course, now we get Silas's perspective
Sorry,
on
kid,
this
but that just
whole
wasn't the way it
situation.
happened. It was early evening, not high noon.
Everyone's got a different time. Everyone's got a different explanation
Daltons blew
for
up the
what
safe,
happened.
and we're all set to hightail it out of there.
Might as well
I
grab
was
the
late
ammo.
to the party, and Coffeeville was already up in arms. Those pathetic deputies
Does
surrounding
yank
the
a
bank
camera.
were dropping like flies.
Dalton brothers. Bob, Emmett, and Grat. The leader, the lover, and the loser.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally,
That's
they
odd.
did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in
Clever
Coffee.
bankers. I mean, bank robbers. Wait, you. Done. Yeah, you can't actually shoot those guys.
Those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
You could see it in concentration. They aren't actually
Caught sight of
really
the
there.
Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose
This
it.
way, nothing.
Problem was, they knew the
Going
town
away
better
from the
than I
story.
did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons, and they were
Oh,
shooting
hello.
at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, as those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths.
Good old small town
pissing off the
politics.
Heimhoffers, whose daughter
Oh,
recently
whoa,
married.
whoa, where the heck was that even coming from? This is the problem with playing on hard. If I lose a little bit of concentration, then it really does not end well for me.
Get those boys! Shoot them down! They ain't getting away with this! Come on, we gotta get out of here! They know who we are! Their stupid idea was this!
Let's just let some of the... Hey, you! Go away! Rude. Sir.
Well,
Rude.
bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes.
They sound angry.
Shit happens.
Okay. Oh, hi there. Okay, I think there's a doorway here. Hello.
You maniac!
Not getting that multiplier up high enough to retrieve all my ill-gotten gains. Okay. Just, I think there probably was a secret up here. Which is the only reason to come up here, as it turns out. That, and just making sure that you don't have any guns behind you.
The
And we go
Dalton
up
boys
here.
knew I would never give up.
So,
Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer. But
they
they
do know
always
about
stood together.
logs.
They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to
convenient
plant me,
they
just in
let
case that trap of theirs
Two
didn't
of them
work.
escape. One has to stay behind. On the other hand, you know, I guess that's what the loser's there for. And around we
It
go.
was Emmett, the youngest. He
Suddenly,
decided to stand his
arena.
ground and face me
This
down.
is this is a boss fight as opposed to a duel.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Be awful convenient if you were to just get exploded. Alright, there we go.
But Emmett Dalton
Straightforward.
survived the robbery in Coffeeville.
He somehow
He's the only
survived
Dalton
despite
who
the
did.
like
They say he was
6-7
shot
bullets that
23
he just got in his
Well,
head.
Dwight, who do you think put all those
But
damn
apparently, Silas, in fact, just shot him 23 times with something.
I have
yeah.
to admit, that boy had grit.
So that's the bank robbery. And I really like the way that it plays with different perspectives. It really gets as much as it can out of that bank building. If you haven't collected all the nuggets of truth, one of them's hidden in the bank. It's kind of interesting because if you got the perk that will tell you that you're near one, you'll realize, oh hey, I know that there is a nugget here, but I can't get at it. And it's because you don't go into that part of the bank until the second perspective. And of course, who is right? Probably none of them, given that this is a video game, and I suspect that even the most accurate of them is embellished somewhat. I am a little bit annoyed that there was a loading screen that literally spoils the twist of the game, of the whole narration, and I'm sure that a number of people will have picked it by now. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and I'm going to... Hopefully you won't have seen that loading screen, because that loading screen, it is kind of annoying. But yeah, so here is... That was episode 6, I think, of Call of Juarez Ranslinger. And I'll see you next time. Bye.